Hello there, my wonderful young friends. Before we begin today's magical adventure, I've noticed something interesting. Many of you enjoy our stories, but haven't yet joined our storytelling family. If you love these enchanting tales with important lessons, please tap that subscribe button and the little bell too. Your support helps us create more wonderful stories just for you. Now, let's walk together down a forest path where a hungry dog is about to learn an important lesson. In a cozy little village surrounded by green meadows and whispering trees, there lived a dog with fur the color of honey and a wagging tail that could spread joy wherever he went. This dog was loved by many in the village for his playful spirit. Though he had one small flaw, he always wanted more than he had. One fine morning, when the sun painted the sky in shades of pink and gold, the dog wandered through the village marketplace. The air was rich with delicious smells, freshly baked bread, savory meats, and sweet fruits. His nose twitched with delight as he explored. As the dog rounded a corner, he spotted something wonderful. A butcher shop with a display of meaty bones in the window. His mouth watered at the sight, and his tail wagged hopefully. The kind butcher noticed the dog sitting politely outside the shop window. With a gentle smile, the butcher selected a particularly fine bone, large and juicy with bits of meat still clinging to it. "Here you are," said the butcher, placing the magnificent bone before the excited dog. A fine bone for a fine dog. The dog couldn't believe his good fortune. This was the biggest, most delicious-looking bone he had ever seen. Carefully, he tucked the precious gift between his teeth, holding it firmly but gently. His heart swelled with happiness as he trotted away from the shop, eager to find a quiet spot where he could enjoy his treasure. To reach his favorite resting place, a soft patch of grass beneath an old oak tree, the dog needed to cross a small wooden bridge that spanned a clear, sparkling stream. The morning was still and peaceful, with only the gentle sound of water flowing beneath the bridge. As the dog reached the middle of the bridge, he happened to glance down at the stream below. The water was so clear and still that it created a perfect mirror. There in the water, the dog saw another dog looking back at him. And what's more, this other dog also had a bone between its teeth. The dog blinked in surprise. The bone in the other dog's mouth looked even bigger and juicier than his own. In fact, it seemed like the most magnificent bone he had ever seen. "That bone looks much better than mine," thought the dog, his eyes growing wide with desire. "I should have that one instead." Forgetting that he already had a perfectly wonderful bone, the dog opened his mouth wide and let out a loud bark, intending to scare the other dog into dropping its bone so he could snatch it up. But the moment his mouth opened, His own precious bone fell from his teeth. It tumbled through the air for what seemed like forever before landing with a splash in the stream below. The current quickly carried it away, out of reach forever. To the dog's great confusion, at the exact same moment, the other dog's bone also disappeared. And strangest of all, the other dog vanished too. The dog stared at the rippling water, bewildered by what had happened. Slowly, as the water stilled again, he began to understand. There had never been another dog with another bone. What he had seen was merely his own reflection in the water, himself and his own wonderful bone, which he had now lost. With drooping ears and tail tucked low, the dog realized that in his greed for what seemed better, he had lost what was already good. The bone given to him by the kind butcher, a truly special gift, was now gone forever. The dog walked home slowly that day, his belly empty but his mind full of a new understanding. As he curled up in his soft bed that evening, he made a promise to himself. From that day forward, he would appreciate what he had rather than always yearning for what seemed better elsewhere. In the days that followed, the dog returned to the butcher's shop. Instead of hoping for bigger and better bones, he offered his help, keeping away mice and providing friendly company. The butcher, touched by the dog's newfound gratitude, still shared treats sometimes, and though they were often smaller than that first magnificent bone, the dog treasured each one completely, never again taking his good fortune for granted. So what did we learn from our furry friend today? Sometimes we become so focused on what others seem to have that we fail to appreciate the wonderful things already in our possession. Greed can make us lose sight of our blessings, while gratitude helps us enjoy what we truly have. Remember, little ones, that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Sometimes it just looks that way because we are not watering our own garden with appreciation. Thank you for joining us for today's adventure. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who might learn from it too. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more enchanting fables that will help you grow wise and kind. Sweet dreams, my dear listeners, and we'll see you next time for another magical journey. Good night.